But yeah, for Stephanie's Christmas present, I did tickets to Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Our Broadway review. Here we go.
Yeah.
Where was that one at?
That was at the Sacramento community.
Okay.
The one downtown in the round.
Yeah, the main whatever pack
in the
or
round.
I still haven't done that one either.
No, not the round. Their main one, the new one.
Oh, the whatever.
Performing Arts.
Yeah. I think that place is huge.
Yeah, it was awesome. I got us in on the floor, orchestra seats. It was awesome.
Was Alanis there?
So I kept making the joke because there was like two seats in front of us that weren't filled. And we're like, oh, are these reserved for Alanis?
These are
Stephanie's like, you told that joke 5 minutes ago. It's not funny then, not funny now.
Yeah. Oh, they got
10 minutes.
There's gonna be an actress that looks like her, and then Uncle Joey.
And they get in a fight.
Not in the theater.
Yeah. There's kids here. So what was it? Was each song like acted out?
So yeah,
Some interpretive dancing.
they no, they did a good job of would start talking the song in an interaction. So it's about a family that has an adopted daughter that's black, and they're in a white community.
Like, isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Don't you think?
Right.
Baby comes out and it doesn't look like you. Isn't it ironic?
And then her brother's going to Harvard, and then there's a rape at a party.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Jeez, man. Yeah.
How does this
Jagged Little Pill.
Jagged pill.
fuck?
Swallow that.
And the mom is addicted to pain meds. Yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's gnarly, dude.
Damn,
My
dude.
sister-in-law told me about it 6 months ago. She was like, I cried, I sobbed, and I was like, what?
Alanis dies.
Alanis Morissette. Like I haven't even heard the album after 30
Yeah,
years.
I haven't
I just know Ironic and those other shitty songs, but
It's a solid album. We listen to it.
is it? I feel
Yeah.
like I'm so biased to that.
You hate
I just-
women, Josh. You were talking about it earlier.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I think, man. I think I can't. I just don't have the respect to take someone's experience from when I was a teenager and then be empathetic to it 30 years later.
You missed it, Drew, before we started rolling. He said, I'm glad Lilith Fair's over. I can't tolerate any of that bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah,
Paraphrasing.
We all agree.
We were,
He said it.
we were all listening to Sean Colvin, whatever that song's called.
I'm glad I rapped.
Where have all the cowboys gone?
Dang, that's crazy. So I thought it was going to be each song was they would act out a song or something like
No,
that. Or
they kinda-
would
they-
tie the album together somehow.
They do. Those are actually the strong songs, and then the songs written for the actual musical are kind of a little way in your face.
Oh, really?
With the message. You're like, oh, we get it.
I just want to hear You Ought to Know.
Yeah. That was amazing.
Was it?
Yeah. The performer that sang that.
When
Yeah.
I was a kid, I used to think musicals were this thing that captured these really important moments in history, and then they're yeah, they're so important, fucking wrote songs about them. And now I feel like every musical is some dorky ass thing that was part of a culture 30 years ago, and now we make just enough money to relive that experience at a premium. So I'll pay $50 to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers Blood Sugar Sex Magic musical or whatever, and it's it's not as fucking cool as it once was.
Witchcraft and heroin.
Yeah, when I was a child, it was the Easter story, Jesus Christ Superstar, or
Hair.
Hair,
The Music Man.
Yeah, the hip, this was really important. But now, as I get older, I'm oh, they'll make any fucking thing into a songs, a bunch of songs people sing and make a story around it. And
Cats.
I'm I feel like it's right. I guess Cats should have been the red flag of it all, right?
Well, do you think that comes from because musicals were like the way those are like movies, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, was it ever like that fucking important? You know, like
yeah, dude. Well, I mean, not to me.
Well, we
But,
did.
I mean,
us, but like
We did go see what was the musical about Ace in the Hole?
the
The
Floyd Collins.
Yeah,
one?
Floyd
Yeah,
Collins.
that was at like a college black box theater.
but that's like an actual like
Yeah.
it's a solid play and story. Like
But
it's just like
okay, to me, like the quintessential musical is like Jesus Christ Superstar. Like that's got a killer soundtrack. Like the story, like whether you are Christian or not or whatever, it's like the Bible. Like you know, but now it's like let's make a '90s album into a musical. And like maybe
no,
it's
don't
really
get me
awesome.
wrong.
Like I'm not saying
I was taken aback by like Jagged Little Pill. Like, and when I heard it was a musical, I was like, what? I was thinking the same thing. And then we actually saw a number on the Thanksgiving Day parade. I was like, oh, that's kind of like, that's a clever way of doing it. I'm curious how they like pull this together.
like
and
remember when
they did a
were-
good job.
They were like, we're gonna do the Spider-Man musical.
Oh, dude,
and,
that one.
Bono.
and U2's doing the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like that when I was like, that's fucking stupid, and I guarantee you that's gonna fail.
It
And
did.
it did, right? And then now, like, if you did the same shit, and you're like Alanis Morissette is now gonna fucking like do heroin. I'd be like, fuck you. That's so stupid. And then now everyone's like, this is great. This is the best thing we've seen. And like, so like, what's been the
Lilith
change?
Fair really triggered.
Damn.
Like, what's the fucking change? Like, what's so different? I guess.
I don't know, man.
You want to feel this?
I don't know, man. I think it's just the time we live in.
Maybe, yeah. Or like, are we just thirsting for like any musical content? Like,
No.
No, I was thinking about it like, well, you know, God bless people with like horrible lives growing up because they make great art. Because I feel like someone who had a happy life is not going to make
Yeah. That's why they gravitated towards art and escapes
Yeah.
and music.
like there was a lot of dark themes in it, and they did a great job, and there's some great singing, and
Can you hear? Are your headphones working?
yeah,
Oh, they're
I'm hearing him buzz.
Yeah, I was like, what's buzzing?
I'd recommend it if you like Alanis Morissette.
I don't like Lance Morissette, but like,
Obviously,
but
Jesus
like, No
Christ.
Effects tried to make a musical, and that thing was
yeah.
dorky too. Like, I'm not shitting on musicals or Alanis Morissette per se. I'm just saying like not everything needs to be a
No,
musical.
no.
And I feel like we're getting like.
Oh, we have a lot of crappy music. Like,
I'd say 95% of musicals suck
Like-
ass.
Yeah, thank you, Drew. I think
I can't. They're like, yeah, I think they're corny and they're too forced. That's why I can't get into it.
right. Like all of a sudden, like how do we make the plot fit a song
Yeah.
that came prior to this event we made up?
Well, Matt had fun.
yeah, I had a
all that
blast.
matters.
And we're gonna go see 6 next. So
6 more of these?
no, it's the musical 6.
Oh,
Is that
the prequel to 7?
It's the sequel to 5.
What's in the box?
They are doing a miss.
What's in the box?
Okay.
John Doe's got the upper hand.
Wrath. They are doing one for Mrs. Doubtfire. I'd be kind of down to see. The only good Robin Williams movie.
I just feel
And
it's
Aladdin.
Like what's next? Like Beethoven, Beethoven the musical, Problem Child the musical, Home Alone the musical. Like
Boys in the Hood, the
yeah,
musical.
right.
You guys want to see a dead body?
Requiem for a Dream.
They shot Ricky.